Hi, it's Heidi, and today we're going to talk about present and past progressive. We're going to learn some new vocabulary words, and we're going to work on some grammar. We're going to do this by creating a story. So, first, what do you see here in this picture? You see maybe a man? No? Yes, you see a man. Is he a king? Just a regular guy. You see a man and you see what? An elephant? No. You see a car. Okay, so let's start with those things. So let's create a story. Once there was a dog. No. Once there was let me hear you, a man. That's right. So there was a man that was in the library. Is that right? There was a man that was in a house? No. How about there was a man that was in, let me hear, a car. That's right. So what kind of car was it? That's right, a blue car. There was a man that was in a car. What is he doing in the car? Is he sleeping? No. Is he eating? Doesn't look like it. What is he doing? Let's hear. There was a man that was in a car that was, what is this? Drive? That's right. So drive, we could say driving. There was a man that was in a car and was driving. All right, so let's talk about the word drive. It's a present tense word. So I drive and you drive, right? We drive. So when we do it in the past tense, do you remember we talked about this last week? We can add an ed or it changes and becomes irregular and it says drove. So drive and drove. Let's try another one. Here's wait, that's right. And if we want to do it yesterday in the past, then we waited. That's right. Okay, and this one says what? Watch. So if we did this yesterday, we watched. That's right. And the last one, help. And in the past, helped. Okay, so when we are changing these to progressive, which progressive means that we are doing it, it's happening right now, it's currently happening. So we will add an ing that makes the sound ing. So it will go like this. Plus ing. So let's try that. It's going to go drive plus an ing sound. So driving. And what's the next one? Wait, waiting. All right. And watching and helping. So when we want to say it in the past, we are going to do what? We're not going to use drove because that's irregular. We're going to use these same words, but we're going to add was or were. So was or were plus ing. So I was driving, and that is past tense. Let's try this next one. It was wait, which we know if we're doing it, we're waiting. So I was waiting. That's correct. Let's try this one. It is watch. And we know that if we are doing it right now, we are watching. But if we are currently or we were doing it yesterday, then we were watching. And let's do the last one. Go ahead. It's going to be help, helping. And I was helping. That's right. We can see those. I was driving. I was waiting. Who was watching? Was helping. All right, let's try and create another story. And we can use this. So there was a man. There was a hat. There was a girl, that's right. And she was, what is she doing? Let's think about the past tense progressive. So she's actively doing it right now. You remember that word wait? We can try waiting. That's right. There was a girl. She was waiting. That's excellent. All right, let's try reading this story right here. I'll read it, and we can keep our eye out for it and watch for the past progressive words. You'll probably see some of the past tense simple words that we talked about in the weeks past. I saw a car accident yesterday. I was standing. Do you see the was standing? I was standing on the corner, waiting for the green light. The other light changed from green to yellow. Then I saw a sports car. The man driving the sports car was driving very fast. He wanted to get through the yellow light, but when he got closer, it turned red. On the other street, a tow truck started to move forward. The driver of the sports car tried to stop, but it was too late. He smashed into the side of the tow truck. The man in the sports car got out of his car very slowly. He had a cut on his head, and he was stumbling. He was stumbling. He was what? Stumbling around. The man in the tow truck was not hurt. He called an ambulance with his cell phone. By then, the crowd was gathering. So, was gathering, past tense. Some people were watching from a distance, and others were helping the injured man. Then the ambulance arrived. The paramedics put the injured man on a stretcher and drove him to the hospital. All right, you can continue to do this with a part